On this episode with Dan on the Street, Dan meets up with M&R Construction Group's very own Jimmy McEnerney and Ilya Rimerov. Next on Dan on the Street.
We're about to meet Dan on the street, yeah. D-A-N, Dan on the street, yeah. Talking anything with Dan on the street, yeah. D-A-N, Dan on the street, yeah. 10314, just knock on Grace Foundation's door. If you really want to meet Dan on the street, yeah. Dan on the street.
And joining us today is Ilya Rimerov and Jimmy McEnerney from M&R Construction. Also joining us is Nick and Natalie from the Dayhab crew. Thanks for joining us today, guys.
It's our pleasure.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of your business, your background, and what you guys do?
What we do is we're a commercial construction management company in New York City. The business is a first-generation business. Him and I started ourselves about 20 some odd years ago. Started from the ground up, $400 and a used van. And we slowly worked our way through the industry, and we're currently building a couple million square feet across New York City. And we've had hundreds of people who've worked for us over the years. And for us, the sky's the limit.
That's incredible. We have a couple questions for you with the Dayhab crew. Natalie?
You must face a lot of challenges in the construction field, dealing with the customer, permits, and even workers. Can you tell us one of the most common issues that come up on construction jobs?
People. Managing people is always the consistent challenge. It never changes. The construction part of it's easy, but it's always the people who make things difficult. But without the people, you can't build the project. So that's the challenge. I would say that's the most typical challenge we deal with.
What upcoming projects are you working on? Can you tell us one?
Yeah, sure. We have a mixed-use project coming up on Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. It's about 350,000 square feet, 270-something units, and has a retail component to it as well.
When you have completed a job, how satisfying it is to drive by a previous site and say, I did that?
Well, I'll tell you a story. Once I was driving through downtown Brooklyn, and I happened to be with my mother. We just got back from the doctor. And I drove my mother past this building, and I said, Ma, I built this building. She didn't understand what I meant by that. I said, Ma, I physically built this building. No, you didn't, Jimmy. It took me 20 minutes to convince my mother that I built this building because it was so far out of her thought process that we could do something like that. So it's extremely satisfying.
Have you always been interested in building and construction? Do you have hobbies that allows you to relax?
I spend a lot of time with my kids. I have 4 kids. We do a lot of activities, baseball, dance, soccer, basketball, golf. We have a lot going on. So I would say my favorite hobby is spending time with my family.
Wow, good for you.
Thank you.
So is there anything else you'd like to share about your business or anything else that you guys are doing in the community right now?
Well, last year we made the list in the Real Deal magazine as being one of the largest contractors in New York City. I feel we got gypped on the number that we ranked. This year I believe we're going to be in the 30s. Last year we were in like the 60s. You know, in the largest city in the world, I would say that's a thing. Every year in the early December, we have an annual fundraiser, and all the proceeds from our fundraiser goes to the Grace Foundation. This is last year's donation from the proceeds from our fundraiser. M&R, on behalf of M&R, we would like to present the Grace Foundation $80,000 of the proceeds of our fundraiser that we throw for the Grace Foundation.
Speechless.
Unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks again, guys, for what you do for the Grace Foundation and in the community. Thanks to Nick and Natalie for joining us here from the Dayhab crew. I'm Dan on the Street.